look in the mirror and she's self-confident and she likes herself. You know, that actually...
That's what's sexy, is a woman that thinks she's sexy.
Well, that is what helps produce the pheromones, and the pheromones are the attractive hormones for men and women. So, you know, if a woman is not feeling good about herself, she thinks she's, you know, unhealthy, she's fat, you know, blah, 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 then, you know, and the fact that has low energy levels, you know, she's deficient in iodine. I mean, all those things go hand in hand. What this is designed to do is bring them back to where they were when they were 18. Of course, I highly recommend that all the women look online for endocrine disrupting chemicals, estrogen mimicking chemicals, and start avoiding all those, because if you really want to bring yourself back...
Exactly. Even more important than taking this is purify the water, get away from the stuff that has it in there by design.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, that's the real public service announcement, and then support the InfoWar getting this product. And you know, seeing what it does for you. Check with your healthcare provider. Now, let's shift gears to the really big announcement here today. Then we're going to have Bilderberg coverage in the next hour, but I want to get back into your big list of how they're targeting women. Let's talk about Survival Shield X2, ladies and gentlemen. And look, you'll notice I have an X2 that's already been tapped into here. I've been taking it for over a month, and I've also been working on some of the other new stuff we've got as well. Look, listen, we're going to keep selling the Survival Shield. It's excellent, the regular. And it's great for kids and things because it's not as strong as this. And I got to be honest, folks, we can't even keep enough of this in. And like you said, there's shortages in the palm oil and things. So I went out and looked at other iodines, and they did things like, you know, burn my gut. I learned other people were getting ulcers from it. It has the alcohol. Iodine does something weird in iodine. There's some formulas out there that I think are okay. I'm not knocking it. You need it regardless. It's just that in this glycerin base and the type of iodine it is, where it comes from, there's nothing like it. But he came out with X2 that's even stronger, is bright red. I've never seen iodine that's either black, brown, turns black and brown, or it's blue, blue-yellow. This is bright red, like blood, and turns bright blue on paper like the actual crystal, that if you had a crystal of it, this is where this comes from, it would, like alien blood, eat through 3 or 4 floors, okay, unless it was in ceramics. This is explosive stuff. And just to let you know, a lot of hoops had to be gone through to get this type of iodine. It's super controlled. The group's been in business forever and is able to get it, okay? There's like wars going on, you know, for companies to even get this iodine of this quality. Dr. Group, we're not playing games. I don't want to go into all the inside baseball, but iodine is heavily controlled. Tell people why and tell them what X2 is, because this is special.
When I was looking at developing a higher potency iodine, one of the questions that we were getting from a lot of people was, why is all the iodine sourced from seaweed, especially with Fukushima being, you know, with all the radiation going on, you know, how do we know that iodine is safe? So that led me on a journey to try to find, is there any other sources of pure raw material of iodine? Iodine, like you said, is very heavily regulated by the DEA because it's used to make methamphetamine. So what I ended up tracking down, and I actually had to fly out to different places, but there was and this is not too many people know this, there's actually a deposit which is 7,000 to 10,000 feet deep inside the earth from millions of years ago. It's a salt deposit which is very, very high in iodine. There's a company that actually drilled all the way down and has... I actually flew out and met with the company, and I have the rights to get...
By the way, I want to send crew out there with you, but I don't want to say where it's at, obviously. But okay. It's so amazing. You've actually got the purple crystals.
I've got
no one's got this.
Highest purity iodine crystals in the world. A USP grade only has to be 99.6, 99.7. I have 99.99. This iodine is 5 to 10 times more expensive, too, per kilogram, but we didn't even raise our price by 5 times. I mean, you know,
it's the same price.
It's the same price. I mean, so this is a project for humanity.
Listen, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what this does.
It's unbelievable. You can use it for skin. You can use it for so many different things. And I don't want to make a bunch of claims, but the process that we had to go through to secure this and to get this is amazing. I mean, throughout 20 years of doing research, I've never been the type of doctor that said you need to be on 30 different nutraceuticals. You need to be taking all these vitamins and all this stuff every day, because we figured out how easy it is to bring the body back to health and to reactivate the body.
And the globalists know they target iodine.
Yeah, exactly.
But then even when people get as the cruddy forms, this is it.
That's why they're trying to suppress iodine. They're trying to take it off the market, probably, from what I hear. I mean,
well, I got into iodine because years ago I started taking the monophyllin seaweed that we sell, and it really helped me. So then I started taking other iodines. They would make me kind of feel bad, but overall better. It would hurt my stomach. Then I found your iodine. And then, I mean, it's a totally different iodine.
It's a huge process that this goes through. It takes hours it takes days and weeks to do this. By the time you get the pure iodine in, you get it in processing, you stabilize it into the glycerin, you bottle it. I mean, it's a...
Stay there. I want to hear about the process. It's proprietary. It's X2. It's funding the info war. It's incredible.
Tired of taking handfuls of vitamin pills? Look and feel super with a great-tasting liquid vitamin and mineral supplement called Passion for Life. This incredible 1-ounce daily drink can lead to better stamina and energy due to faster, more complete absorption. Passion for Life contains 135 all-natural whole food ingredients. It's the best-tasting, most powerful product of its kind on the market. Order now by calling 844-TRY-LIFE or find out much more about Passion for Life by visiting 844trylife.com. 844trylife.com.
Harvest Right is the world's first in-home freeze dryer. Freeze dry your own fruits, vegetables, meats, and full meals. With Harvest Right, you can prepare foods that last 25 years, preserving its freshness, nutrition, color, and taste. All your food can be freeze-dried. So don't throw away your leftovers. Freeze-dry them with this incredible in-home money-saving freeze dryer. Go to HarvestRight.com to see how the Harvest Right freeze dryer works. That's HarvestRight.com.
Time and time again.
You need to come here and help us. We need assistance, please.
Those we should be able to depend on let us down.
Federal and state and local officials saying help is on the way. Well, the folks here in Belle Harbor say, show me.
Don't depend on the government to save you. Take action now so that you're prepared for the next disaster with MyPatriotSupply.com. Get the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more at MyPatriotSupply.com. Call 866-229-0927.
We are hurting down here, and we need help immediately.
Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Silver has always been nature's very own antibiotic, and only one system allows you to generate an endless supply of natural silver solutions. SilverLungs.com. You'll find no wild claims or pseudoscience, just a lifetime of nano-sized pure silver solutions. The Silver Lungs generator allows you to make your own, so stop paying for silver solutions. The unique lung delivery system targets respiratory infections where other silver solutions simply cannot reach. See the Silver Lungs generator and lung delivery system at SilverLungs.com. That's SilverLungs.com.
Our founders pledged their lives, fortunes, and sacred honor to fight tyranny, and it's time to fight again. I'm Tisha Cassida, and I'm running as an independent for Congress in Colorado. I fight to end the military police state, ban GMO toxic foods, and abolish legal tender laws. Consider donating some of your hard-earned fiat currency to help me fight. Donate $25 or more, and you'll receive a gift to awaken others. I need and appreciate your support. Please donate at Cassida2014.com. That's CASIDA 2014.com.
Paid for by the Committee to Elect Tisha Cassida to Congress.
All I can say about X2 is boom, boppa boom. Now, we got Amy Steiner on. Shane Steiner's lovely wife. I wish we had a picture of her. But she heard that we were talking about super feminine vitality, and she got a bottle of it about a month ago. And then one of her kids knocked it off the table, and it broke. And Shane came up here a few weeks ago when this had already come in. We were waiting to promote it until we got even more in. And that is an issue. We have a limited supply. It will sell out. That's how hard it is to get these herbs. You've seen that happen for real. If you want to get the super feminine vitality, you better do it today. The X2 is a limited supply. We still have the great survival shield. It's great for kids, in my view. We're going to continue a little bit of the next hour on the X2 and how it's mined from 7,000 to 12,000 feet, explaining what the crystals do, more of how they're targeting women. But since Amy Steiner, married to my good high school buddy, called in, now again, I'm going to be honest. 5 women that I know personally of different ages took it. 4 of them said incredible energy, libido, harder workouts, give me more. One of them's only been on it 3 days. She says that it's made her want to take a nap. And you're going to talk to her and find out what else she's doing. Briefly, what could that be, Dr. Group?
Well, that's exactly what you have to do. You have to figure out what she has, what her diet's like, what she's exposing herself to. You know, there's obviously some, it might actually take longer than 3 days. I mean, I've had it with our results up to 10 days. Sometimes.
Well, you warned within 2 weeks to 4 weeks I would get sick on Survival Shield when I detoxed. That indeed happened for about a week, and then it was like going through a wall. I felt great after it.
Right, when all those, when all the chlorine and the fluoride and the bromine and all that other stuff is coming out of your system. So, I mean, it could be anything. I mean, I would definitely not make any type of generalization until they've been on it for 7 to 10 days. I mean,
yeah, consult your healthcare provider as well. Let's go to Amy Steiner. Amy, literally, I didn't even know you got a bottle of this that Shane took some a month and a half ago. I learned about it last week that you were bouncing off the walls from it, from what I heard. Tell us, and I appreciate you giving us a review, what happened now that you've been on the Super Feminine Vitality?
Well, my husband started taking it, and I was super impressed with the effects that it had on him. So
you're talking about the male vitality, the male vitality.
Yeah, the male vitality. So I took the male vitality a couple of times, and I had energy and everything, but when he brought me home the bottle of Super Female, I mean, after about 3 or 4 days, I mean, I'm normally a pretty groggy person, having drank a bunch of coffee and stuff like that, but I had tons of energy, tons of motivation, a lot of drive, you know, at the gym. I think, well, my husband thinks I've been in a better mood.
And he says you've been chasing him around the house?
Well,
I mean, to make him do chores, I mean.
Oh, yeah. No, honestly, though, my libido is skyrocketed, honestly. It's pretty crazy. The Super Male didn't do that to me, but the Super Female, there's something different about that is really, our relationship, all I can say is it's a lot better now.
And again, Shane ended up, you know, testing it out because he's like, oh, yeah, supplements, right. You know, I've tried all the male supplements. We're like, here, just take a couple bottles. He comes back weeks later, I got to have more of that. You know, now my dad's doing it, blah, blah, blah. What's in that? You know, his trainer loves it. And then I guess he got some of the tester bottles that I was giving to women I know, you know, like, let's see how good this really is, you know, because I test everything. And Shane's like, I need more of that. So, Amy, what would you say just in one sentence about Super Feminine Vitality?
I would say that I'm so glad that you guys made this for women. It's really helped me, you know, around the house, taking care of my kids. I'm in the best shape of my life. You know, I've just got tons of energy, and I just feel great. And I'm really glad you guys made it for women.
Well, you're awesome, and I appreciate you doing this impromptu endorsement. Maybe if Shane gives us a few photos, we can show people what we're talking about here. But, Amy, you sure are a sweetheart. Always enjoy seeing you and Shane and the kids. I got to come over with the kids soon. Thank you for that testimony.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
She's such a sweetheart. We'll be back. Stay with us. The Estrogen Conspiracy in Bilderberg. It's all coming up.
This is GCN, the Genesis Communications Radio Network.
This is Alex Jones for InfoWarsLife.com. The latest in preparedness is now here. An electrically stabilized colloidal silver solution that can be added to both your home cabinet and preparedness pack alike. Concentrated to 30 parts per million in what has been dubbed the Survival Silver Solution. The new InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver is the answer for you and your family. And it's entirely free of toxic artificial additives that are loaded into many products. The InfoWars Life Silver Bullet Silver is so powerful that it is concentrated into a 2-ounce bottle and is not recommended for extended continual use. This is not a low-grade formula. We are working with one of the top laboratory manufacturers in the United States to bring you the best form of colloidal silver using electrical processes within a base of deionized water for your preparedness storage. For your home kitchen, purchase your bottle of InfoWarsLife.com Silver Bullet Colloidal Silver today and find other amazing supplements at InfoWarsLife.com.
We Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.